Yeah. This one is Autobiography, track number 6.
I turned away for a moment when I looked up. Justin, my 3-year-old, had
Wait a minute. Let's take that back. We need to know everything. So this is his mum speaking, because he said Justin, my 3-year-old, and we learned that Justin is his name. Do you know how cleverly this shit is being put together? Like at the end of the last rhythm, new fans will have found out that his name was Justin. And in the beginning of this next rhythm, you find out that that's his mum, as she mentions my 3-year-old Justin. Do you get it? Come on, man. This don't, like, pay attention, people.
we're at a church concert. After watching one of the performances, I turned away for a moment when I looked up. Justin, my 3-year-old, had managed to find himself on stage in front of thousands of people, as if he was ready to perform next. From that
Born
moment,
ready.
I knew Justin would be heading for platforms bigger than that stage.
Come
I
on.
knew he would stand tall in this world.
Started out in Nasty Crew, just after Dizzy Rascal Blue. Stanner took me jammers, I remember, it was afternoon. I was still on tag then, fresh on from Hunter Coon. Jammer played destruction to me, told me it was coming soon. Sharky taught me patience, Marcus brought me stations. Back to back with Kano, had me working on my cadence. Spitting in my bedroom.
Back to back with Kano, had me working on my cadence. Ugh, Kano was nasty back in the day, I cannot lie. And I'm not talking about nasty from Nasty Crew, I just mean nasty with it. But Ghetts, he's never stopped, man. Fucking
To me,
hell.
told me it was coming soon. Sharky taught me patience, Marcus brought me stations. Back to back with Kano, had me working on my cadence. Spitting in my bedroom, nurturing the basics. While I was trying to work out how to turn this into papers. First I clashed dimples, then I sent for Flirt of D. I swear, even man with singles couldn't end the murder spree. Every time they heard me touch the microphone, first degree. I was trying to rub these niggas out the culture permanently. Then beat the music mixed and
Yo, that's fucking greasy, and I was trying to rub these niggas out of the culture permanently. Hey, come on.
couldn't end the murder spree. Every time they heard me touch the microphone, first degree. I was trying to rub these niggas out the culture permanently. Then beat the music mixed and someone said I can't go out. It was on site with SOK from man up Swavel out. Then they caught me lacking. Side wine the Milton Keynes. I was with, I should have brought the older plaster out. The second phase is when the pressure came. Double monks and foots left. And Marcus tried to set up Kane. I told him that he's wrong for that. And I ain't with the setup.
Marcus tried to set up Kane. If you know who Kane is, mentioned him earlier before. I do believe Kano. You get it? Kano was big back in the day, and it's like Ghetts was the spitter that was stood next to Kano still, as they had that kind of brotherly relationship from back then. You know, when you thought of Kano, you thought of Ghetts, but because Kano was the more popular out of the two, and I believe at that time in Kano's career, he could make a better song just due to the sound that was prevalent back then. But now, boy, I gotta say it, man. Ghetts is on, he's untouchable, bro. Untouchable.
Games, the new him turned against me, like I ain't from the ends again. Mine Skinner tour, mine still on war.
Mike Skinner,
Knife with me
Jesus.
still. I'm 5-figure poor. Why giving for?
Oof, I'm 5-figure poor. Oh, Jesus, don't.
Like I ain't from the ends again. Mine Skinner tour, mine still on war. Knife with me still. I'm 5-figure poor. Why giving for? I'm still on form. It ain't just a deal. Why I'm in it?
Why give him 4? Man said, did he flip forgiving? Sorry, I just...
At the setup Kane, I told him that he's wrong for that. And I ain't with the setup games. The new him turned against me, like I ain't from the ends again. Mine Skinner tour, mine still on war. Knife with me still. I'm 5-figure poor. Why giving for? I'm still on form. It ain't just a deal. Why I'm in it for? My nigga pissed cause I ain't been to see him. I was in the lab working on my tape with Richard Neon. By the time Risky rung my phone, I was a different being. I was taking less risk on road, even in the PM.
Jesus! Holy shit! Don't piss me off. Don't.
After watching one of
Like,
the performances,
the reason I've restarted it, I've got goosebumps at the moment. Like, it's a mad thing out here. I don't know whether you lot can see it, but there's goosebumps going on. And like I keep saying, this is everything I've been asking for from music. Everything. It's personal. You're finding out reasons behind reasons. You get it? What?
I turned away for a moment. When I looked up, Justin, my 3-year-old, had managed to find himself on stage in front of thousands of people, as if he was ready to perform next.
Big up,
From
mommy,
that
man.
moment, I knew Justin would be heading for platforms bigger than that stage. I knew he would stand tall in this world.
Started out in Nasty Crew, just after Dizzy Rascal Blue. Stanley took me jammers, I remember, it was afternoon.
Come on.
I was still on tag then, fresh on from Hunter Coon. Jammer played destruction to me, told me it was coming soon. Sharky taught me patience,
You see,
Marcus brought me stations.
if you're a fan of grime and were alive during those times, you'll understand everything this brothers talk about. You'll remember names. Marcus Nasty, like, he was the head of the crew, innit? Like, but he basically ran the business and all them things because he was the big boy, the top boy on the road, didn't it? And as these men started getting more and more popular, a lot of shit went down, you know?
Back to back with Kano, I've been working on my cadence, spitting in my bedroom, nurturing the basics, while I was trying to work out how to turn this into papers. First I clapped.
And that's fucking crazy because I always say he is one artist that has mastered his thing. And you can see him talking about practicing in his bedroom. And that whole act of practicing, of repeating, over working on things as an artist, not just putting out tune after tune, actually working on becoming a better artist, is why Ghetts is the way he is today. I don't think he's ever changed up working on himself as an artist, because this brother is complete.
Dimples. Then I sent for Flirt a D. I swear, even man with singles couldn't end the murder spree. Every time they heard me touch the microphone, first degree. I was trying to rub these niggas out the culture permanently. Then beef and music mixed, and someone said I can't go out. It was on site where they're so.
Beef and music mixed, and somebody said he can't go out. Jesus
Cave
Christ.
from man, I'm Suavo out. Then they caught me lacking. Sidewine the Milton Keynes. I was with. I should have brought the older plaster out. The second phase is when.
And I want you to know, like, when you're young, what happens on the road from a fan perspective and hearing about things that have happened within the grime scene are so fucking huge. They have direct impact to the popularity, believability, essentially the credibility of the street artists that you were into. And when that is challenged, it's a lot to go through, man. But Ghetts himself being so candid, open and raw, fucking hell, man.
The pressure came, double monks and foots left. And Marcus tried to set up Kane. I told him that he's wrong for that. And I ain't with the setup games. I knew him turned against.
You see that? Man tried to set up Kane. He told him that he's wrong for that. There's a lot of shit going on in the music scene at this time. The crew's breaking up. Kano's getting more popular. Man trying to set up. You get what I'm saying? Like, when they talk about coming out the hood and crabs in a barrel, you know what I mean? But Ghetts having the balls to actually say to man, nah, you're wrong for that, you know? You know them ones there? Because you got to think of it like this. You started a crew with them man there. You made bread with them man there. Like, I wouldn't have known who Marcus Nasty was if it wasn't for my love for artists like Kano and Ghetts. You get it? And then when you deep it, it's like, it's deeper things, man. And the scene was so much smaller back then. So everybody was tuned in and plugged in. Listen, man.
Like I am from the ends again. Mike Skinner tour. Mine still
Mike
on
Skinner,
war.
man.
Knife with me still. I'm 5-figure poor.
I think Mike Skinner was in the Ed Sheeran position back then, but just with grime artists. Do you know what I mean? Ed Sheeran is now in that position with, let's say, more rap artists. I mean, they definitely make different styles of music, but you kind of get what I'm saying.
Why I giving for? I'm still on form. It ain't just a deal. Why I'm in it for? My nigga pissed cause I ain't been to see him. I was in the lab working on my tape with Richard Neon. By the time Risky rung my phone, I was a different being. I was taking less risk on road, even in the PM.
Listen, man said by the time happened, he was a different being, taking less risk on what? Oh, come on, man, come on.
I was in the lab working on my tape with Richard Neon. By the time Risky rung my phone, I was a different being. I was taking.
Do you understand when I say how deep that is? Like, people will sit there and tarnish poor people, and I mean poor people in general, not black or white, but just poor people with, you know, you're ghetto or you're this or you're that. But see what a change of environment did for Ghetts, being around different people. Man said Rich and Ian, these are composers. He's not talking about little boy people, you know. I do believe that Ian is talking about is the brother who's worked closely with Dave as well. You know what I mean? It's a different energy, a different environment. And he said it, I was a different being.
My nigga pissed cause I ain't been to see him. I was in the lab working on my tape with Rich and Ian. By the time Risky rung my phone, I was a different being. I was taking less risk on road, even in the PM. Outside my yard, chipped tooth, who set the levels? Mouth full of bars, true stories, check the records. Where the fuck is the awards?
Wait, what did he say about Chip?
Road, even in the PM. Outside my yard, chipped tooth, who set the levels? Mouth full of bars, true story.
Chip tooth. He didn't say chip. He said chip tooth. Oh God, mouthful of butt. Oh God.
Phone, I was a different being. I was taking less risk on road, even in the PM. Outside my yard.
Come on.
Who set the levels? Mouthful of bars, true stories. Check the records.
Man said mouthful of bars. Yo, oh Lord. Don't go into the dentistry. Just allow them.
Where the fuck is the awards? Who's collected medals? Who connected dots? Cause I connected several. People always ask me how the movement start. First I met Devlin through a mutual spar. When I met the brother Mercs, then he was moving.
Yo, big up Ghetts for even remembering that lingo there. Spar. Spar ain't even from our generation. Like, it's from Jamaican culture again, but more the generation before us. It's like your brethren, your bro, through a mutual spar. You know them ones there? Yo, hey, come on, man. I wish I could have done this reaction with Ghetts, man.
The fuck is the awards? Who's collected medals? Who connected dots? Cause I connected several. People always ask me how the movement start.
Jesus.
First I met Devlin through a mutual spar. When I met the brother Mercs, then he was moving grub. Scorch around me out the blue and showed me super love. Told me I was cold, I said it's mutual blood. Then my nigga 32 came to stews with us. And we was more in true with no excusing was. Next thing I know, it's way better know when movement dubs. Before we was making money on a tour bus. I was trying to make a duppy with a ward up. Me versus P Money, that was pure crud. Tell enemy I find it funny, they ignored us. All these men say they're kings, it's just self-proclaimed. Don't call yourself a king, you ain't out the game. Everybody in this thing must have felt the same. All I see is complaints, but we've only got ourselves to blame. Change grime sonically, wage war properly.
Don't do that. I changed grime sonically. Waged war properly. I'm spitting on the camera right now. I got a fucking tear in my blood clot eye, man. Are you taking a piss? Nah, fam. Nah. Oh my God. This is what I need. Ugh. Don't piss me off.
Everybody in this thing must have felt the same. All I see is complaints, but we've only got ourselves to blame. Change grime sonically, wage war properly. Done the impossible, made them say possibly. All I got in exchange is done the impossible, made them say possibly. All I got in exchange is niggas trying to copy me. And people that don't really know the culture running commentary. They didn't want me here.
One more time, please.
Made them say possibly. All I got in exchange is niggas trying to copy me. And people that don't really know the culture running commentary.
Nah, one more time,
Trying
please.
to copy me. And people that don't really know the culture running commentary.
Don't make me will
Done
this
the
whole
impossible,
fucking tune.
made them say possibly. All I got in exchange is niggas trying to copy me. And people that don't really know the culture running commentary.
Jesus.
They didn't want
Come on. And you would know why I feel that bar. Come on.
me here. I had to bob and weave. You ain't self-made.
Man said something about hair had to bob and weave. Don't do that. We already know weave and hair, but bob is a haircut too. Ugh, it's a mad thing.
Niggas trying to copy me. and people that don't really know the culture running commentary. They didn't want me here. I had to bob and weave. You ain't self-made. What kind of odds you be? What time you wake up? How long you sleep? Me and Dominic, we was obsolete. If you don't tell your story, they gon' tell it for you.
Oi!
Who's on the panel? That's a rebel for you. God said chill, there's something special for you. I know you've been through hell, so I got heaven for you. If you don't tell your story, they gon' tell it for you.
Jesus.
Who's on the panel? That's a rebel for you.
You know what? We thank God that this tune is 6 minutes long. We are only halfway through. Oh, we thank God.
God said chill, there's something special for you.
Oi.
I know you've been through hell, so I
Let's
got
go.
heaven for you. Before we go, I'm just making sure my story's told. Colin used to manage me when his office was in Walthamstow.
Jesus. Now, if you know who he's talking about Colin Baxter, a brother who was known within the UK music scene. And only music people would know. You get it? Come on, man. Come on, man. You're taking a piss.
So I got heaven for you. Before we go, I'm just making sure my story's told. Colin used to manage me when his office was in Walthamstow. Promises and guarantees, and so we didn't talk no more.
Before he moved down to, I do believe, was it Shoreditch? Jesus.
I just needed clarity, cause I was chasing waterfalls. Darren, you was watching when channel you was popping. If I'm absolutely honest, my attitude was shocking. Wasted opportunities, based on insecurities. Had to make a comeback, display some ingenuity. Let's talk about my CV. Thought about it deeply. Is being great the norm? We don't talk about it really. How can I create the storm and walk around this freely? I appreciate the tools that brought me out of dreaming. Carly shot my videos, Danny engineered me. Simone let the mini go, I blew the engine nearly. Marnie held me down from the day we met yearly.
Listen, if you don't know, he's talking about people who are part of this scene, you know. Come on, let's...
Carly shot my videos, Danny engineered me. Simone let the mini go, I blew the engine nearly. Marnie held me down from the day we met yearly. Anyone who helped me out, thank you, sincerely. 4 minutes 48, your boy ain't finished yet. I mentioned all these names, but I ain't no one.
You heard me thanking God about 6 minutes plus of a tune, and man said 4 minutes 30.
Yearly, anyone who helped me out, thank you, sincerely. 4 minutes 48, your boy ain't finished yet. I mentioned all these names, but I ain't no one silhouette. I done built my own brand up, so before you try and interject.
I mentioned all these names, but I ain't no one silhouette. You ain't standing in nobody's shadow.
Sprinkle some respect upon my name and watch your nigga rep. Anyone who say I ain't the GOAT, incorrect. Disrespect. Disconnect. Fuck Radio 5. Biggest set. Name another lineup since, including Chip, Grim and Devs. Purists say I've fallen off when they was trying to work out what to call it. I just caught the drop. When you wanna make some music slightly left, they're quick to call it soft. Call me Jack the way I'm.
Nah, he's already ahead of the people who will say, oh, this ain't grime or this ain't blah blah. Man said purists. You know them one there.
Purists say I've fallen off.
Just even strategically, like he's ahead. Purists will say I've fallen off. You know, grime pure. Oh, come on, don't piss me off.
Respect. Disconnect. Fuck Radio 5. Biggest set. Name another lineup since, including Chip, Grim and Devs. Purists say I've fallen off when they was trying to work out what to call it. I just caught the drop. When you wanna make some music slightly left, they're quick to call it soft. Call me Jack the way I'm jumping out that awkward box. Cause this ain't all I got, I see what the problem is. Scene full of politics, pride and no ego aside, we could have profited. Instead it's blatant disrespect to behind the door apologies.
You see that though? Man saying in front, yeah, everybody's loud, there's pride, but behind the doors, you get it?
Me is trigonometry. I just
run that.
Cause this ain't all I got, I see what the problem is. Scene full of politics, pride and no ego aside, we could have profited. Instead it's blatant disrespect to behind the door apologies. But if you trigger me, it's trigonometry. I disapprove when rappers diss with no discography. People say they want to.
I disapprove when rappers diss with no discography. What is it that you would need from Ghetts to put him in your list of best UK spitters? Like, what is it you would need? Because I don't think that he hasn't delivered. This so far is just fucking...
The truth, but they settle for dishonesty. Analyze the game and all you'll find is Greek mythology. Stories with no evidence, which inherently bother me.
What do I do at this point? I'm in the middle of a reaction and I honestly don't know what to do. Like, it's so simple. What he just said is Greek mythology, stories with no evidence, and that inherently bothers me. Ghetts is articulating himself so clearly, and the wordplay is explained, which just a few words. Come on, man. Don't tell... Bruv, when I say this brother is an MC, I can't just call him a rapper, because he's not that. He's an MC. I mean, when you talk about the technicality of putting your voice on record with bars, flows, delivery, but not only has he perfected the MC part, he's perfected the artistry part, the content, the articulation, and also artistic delivery, which allows him to soften his tones and understands that the softer you speak, somebody is more likely to listen intently. It's fucking sick. You see this brother here, I said my top 3. If you're talking commercial artists, you're talking Dave. If you're talking street rappers, you're talking Pot of Paper. If you're talking MCs, which is a combination of both what these two can do, but then gets with the grime pedigree. Fuck off. Fuck off, fuck off. Don't nobody talk to me. My 3 favorite artists I just done told you for the UK who were just badding it up. Don't, anytime this brother touches mic, it's a problem. It's a fucking problem. And the great thing, like fine wine, innit? One of the names of this thing, innit? He's just got better with age, fam. Are you dumb? Mastery, bro. This is what I'm talking about. A man who has mastered his craft. Fuck off. Fuck off. Nah, mate. I hear people talk about their top, and I'm questioning, fam. You know them ones there. I know why. Fuck off.
People say they want the truth, but they settle for dishonesty. Analyze the game and all you find is Greek mythology. Stories with no evidence, which inherently bothers me. Industries full up of victims and mental health. Don't forget about yourself while you entertain the world. Can you tell if they're laughing at you or laughing with you? Well, even Dave ain't been the same Chappelle. If you don't tell your story, they gon' tell it for you. Who's on the panel, that's a rebel for you. God said chill, there's something special for you. I know you've been through hell, so I got heaven for you.
Yo, and it's got that redemptive, that your time will come, and it's relatable for anybody going through a struggle. Just this bit here.
Who's on the panel, that's a rebel for you. God said chill, there's something special for you. I know you've been through hell, so I got heaven for you. If you don't tell your story, they gon' tell it for you. Who's on the panel, that's a rebel for you. God said chill, there's something special for you. I know you've been through hell, so I got heaven for you.
I think we just moved to the next one, card. I won't be able to get through this reaction, I swear to God. I have been filming for, I want you guys to know this. I'm over an hour in and we are just touching track number 7. Listen, man, we have to suffer, you know, suffering with success, you know, them ones there. Listen, I am blessed right now to be giving you this reaction. Oh my God, so fucking blessed. Oh, we thank God. Oi, listen, let me turn off the camera and turn everything back on. You know, we don't want files to corrupt and that. And I'll be right back.